Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show. Join us each week as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great game.
So tell us, if they want to hire you for their design, where can they find you?
Well, my name is Alhan Jafar. Like I said, my company name is Rita Design. I could also be found through Hamilton Anderson Associates. They're an architectural firm located in Detroit. They were a vital part of this project, the lead architectural design, and we can, of course, introduce you to Rainey Hamilton as well.
Okay, and I understand you have a partner who's, come on over here. You can introduce yourself. We understand that you worked on this project as well. What is your name?
It's Michelle Robinson from Hamilton Anderson.
So how did you work with your partner here?
Oh, we worked early mornings. Right. And I just was telling her about the scheme, is the Skittles scheme in the color scheme here. So I was like, it turned out great. So we're admiring everything and the colors and the schemes and everything.
So Michelle was part of the architectural team. She was vital in creating all of the drawings that are needed to actually construct a space like this and kind of collaborate with the construction team. So she was a major player in the design of the space.
Well, you guys did a wonderful job, and the color scheme is fabulous.
Thank you.
And I could tell you guys are also very colorful. So anyway, thank you so much for being with us.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you.
Phyllis Perone, Michigan Golfer News. We are here at the grand opening of the new building for the Midnight Golf program, and we're interviewing several people that were involved in the project. And we happen to run into the project manager, and you're going to tell us your name and how you managed to handle this whole big thing down here.
My name is Corey Winglar. I'm a project manager with Hamilton Anderson Associates. I've been working with Hamilton Anderson for 5 years, and I got brought onto this project in the fall of 2022.
Okay, and so tell us, how did you make it all happen? Seriously, this building is incredible.
It's in a lot of different steps and stages, but we got brought on first because obviously the building was desolate, it was derelict, it was completely vacant at the time. When they brought us on, they had a vision. First thing we had to do was enclose it. We had to make sure it was watertight. We had to make sure that the roof was fixed up and good to go, and the roof assembly was watertight. So that was our first step, and beyond that, we paired up with Cunningham Limp, Midnight Golf, Alhan Jafar, and we put our design team together. We started to program, and from that point on, we had to just go through stage by stage, step by step, to make sure that we brought the client's vision through to fruition.
And it's my understanding it was a broadcasting or house, right?
It was a PBS broadcasting building built in 1956. Historic district, so we had to deal with the historic commission for anything that we did on the exterior. It's a beautiful old historic area here, but this was built in 1956, and it was a broadcasting building.
So you had to design each level of the building, right? Obviously, we're in the lower level.
Correct.
Where there's the putting green and where the kids can come and take lessons and use the simulators.
Yep.
Then you have the administrative floor and then the main floor, correct?
That's what it ended up shaping out to be. Yeah, it wasn't intended from the get-go to be completely separated that way, and there is some the spaces have some connection to each other, but it ended up kind of shaping out to be that the bottom floor was or is a golf area now, chipping, swing areas, golf simulators. Main floor, multi-purpose area, college success area, breakout rooms, breakout spaces for mentorship. So it's there's a lot of open communicative spaces in that first floor, but there's also a lot of very private spaces for mentorship, so kids can feel, by kids I mean high school students, so they can feel that they are safe and secure when talking about very secure issues. And then the top floor, there's a separation between the administration staff and the students.
So did you know about Midnight Golf before you started this project?
No, I did not. Rainey was the first person to tell me about it, but it's an incredible program. Obviously, it became also Midnight Golf. It became College Career and Beyond too, but it's an incredible program that has helped, I want to say, 3,000 people get through university or college, post-secondary rather.
It's incredible. So basically, the kids can come here anytime and practice, and the administrative staff obviously is here, right, during the day. But the kids, can they come and go? Do you know, like, what the day?
My understanding is they can come and go, but not only that, the mentors that they have once they go through university or college, whichever route they take, they're able to have contact with those people all the way through and beyond that point. So it's not just you come through the door here you get some form of education and leave, they develop relationships that last them a lifetime, as we experienced tonight when we heard some of the speeches of the alumni. So,
Well, tell us, if they want to get a hold of your firm, how do they do that?
you can visit hamiltonanderson.com. I believe that's the website. Hamilton-anderson.com. You can reach out to me, CWINGELAAR at HAMILTON-ANDERSON.com. But just look us up online. Google hamiltonanderson.com. Go on the website, and you can find the contact page there. But we're always willing to meet with new people and connect with new, whether it's clients, whether it's committees. We're always looking to connect.
Thank you so much, and you did a wonderful job. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Phyllis Barone, Michigan Golfer News. We are here at the new building for Midnight Golf, Career Beyond, and it's on 744 2nd Street, grand opening, and we're talking to various individuals that were involved in the program. We ran into the project manager, so tell us your name and how you got involved with all of this.
Hello, my name is Corey Wingelaar. As you mentioned, I'm the project manager from the architectural side. I work with Hamilton Anderson Associates. I got involved in the project back in the fall of 2022 because the president of our company, Rainey Hamilton, asked me to be the project manager for this project.
And it's quite a project. And how long did it take you to do this?
We started in 2022, so it was about 2.5 years total, give or take, because we just finished up not too long ago, so about 2.5 years from start to finish.
Well, so you obviously had a vision because there are 3 different floors here. We are in the lower level where it has the simulators where the kids can practice their game, pitch and putt and things, and then the administrative level and top level. So how did you come to decide all of that?
Well, we worked as a team. We worked with, obviously, Midnight Golf, Cunningham, Lemp, and us, Hamilton Anderson, as the designer. We took their vision of how they wanted to lay things out. Alhan Jafar was our designer on staff that really did the programmatic effort in the beginning. That programming led to them finding the best adjacencies and synergies between separating the spaces from having golf on the bottom floor, more recreational level, having more of a multi-purpose, collaborative areas on the first floor, but also the first floor breaks off into more private spaces for mentorship, college success areas, and then we determined that there was a need to have some separation between the admin and all the teenage students on the lower floor. And one thing I love about this building is when you're on the upper level, it's almost, you can look down to the lower level through the glazing so that the admin staff are able to have that separation, but also overlook and oversee what the students are doing when they're on break.
So I'm sure that the administrative staff appreciates that. I don't know about the students, but anyway, so tell us a little bit about your firm, and have you done any other projects in the Detroit area?
Our firm has been around. Rainey Hamilton, our president, started this firm back in 1994, so we've been around for 31 years. We've done a lot of adaptive reuse projects in the area, a lot of multifamily. Not just this area, we've also done a lot of projects for entertainment and hospitality in Las Vegas, Washington, all across the country. Yeah.
So, what is your next project? Where are you going next?
Wherever we get commissioned for the proper project that fits within our mission statement. We always have irons in the fire. We always have certain projects going on. Some projects are confidential as they're going on, but we're always open to doing projects that fit within our mission statement. And a project like this, which, like I said, is an adaptive reuse of a desolate building, to us, that's the greatest form of sustainability that you can possibly have in architecture, is taking a building that's already been built and revitalizing it the way that we did here at, not just us, obviously our full project team, ourselves, Cunningham, Lemp, and Midnight Golf, taking a project like this, revitalizing it, and making something better that's going to make the neighborhood better.
Well, and it was like an old broadcasting company, right, that was here? Is that right?
Yeah, the Detroit Public Broadcasting. The building was built back in 1956. This is a historic district. So the building itself, everything we did from the exterior side of things had to go through the Historic Commission. So it was built back in 1956. It's had multiple uses since, but it sat vacant, I believe, for 7 or 8 years before we came in here.
Yeah, they did mention that it had good bones, and it seems like it did.
It did have good bones. It absolutely did have good bones. If you look around the basement here, a lot of the existing structure was what is existing structure. It's exactly that. So,
Well, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate the time, and we think you did a fantastic job.
thank you very much.
Phyllis Barone, Michigan Golfer News. We are here at the opening of the new building for Midnight Golf, and we are interviewing various people. One who is a participant in the Midnight Golf program and is at, what college are you at again?
Delaware State University.
Delaware State University. And tell us your name again.
My name is Azaria Huggins.
So, Azaria, you brought tears to the room tonight telling your story. So, you need to repeat that for us. Give us the short version. Tell us how you got involved in the program and what you're doing now.
Okay, well, like I said before, my name is Azaria Huggins. I'm a rising junior attending Delaware State University, majoring in mass communications with a concentration in digital media and production. My story is one that is hard for me to tell without crying. I'm not gonna lie, because I come from a household where, you know, things were tight, and I really didn't have a lot of people to look up to when it came down to college. College has always felt like a dream, something that you see on TV, and just seeing how hard my mom worked, and it really pushed me to be the one in our family to be the first. And within my research, I was connected to Midnight Golf Program. When I got to Midnight Golf Program, I didn't know what I was doing. I said, Midnight Golf? I don't know how to golf. But I interviewed. There was a lot of people who interviewed, about 2,000 people. When I was in 2023, there were about 2,000 people interviewed. And when I got in, I was like, yes, I'm going to college. But I didn't know how I was getting to college. I just knew that I was going.
And you were what, 18, right, at the time?
18 at the time. I was beginning my senior year in high school.
And where was your high school?
I went to Renaissance High School.
Okay.
So before, I thought that, you know, my journey to college was going to be through basketball, because I was a D1 basketball player, and I was really good at basketball.
You didn't tell us that earlier. Oh my God, girl, you're killing me.
I was a little worked up. So I was a really good basketball player. I've been playing basketball since I was young, and what happened was, I was also filming for a show because I was in the Detroit Youth Choir as well. So I was filming they did a docuseries on our choir named Choir. You guys should check it out. It kind of tells my story in depth of how I balanced with the choir. And my coach, he looked at me because the camera crew, they came into the practices, they was coming into the school, and he was just like, Azara, you need to stick with that. And my dreams were crushed, because what he didn't know that basketball was my passion, and also basketball was how I was getting to college. I had offers as a freshman.
Oh my word.
So my junior year, no more basketball. So I really thought it was over. I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to college. So when I got into the Midnight Golf Program, I went through the program. We learned a lot of different skills. We learned professional development. We learned resume writing. We learned basically how to show up for ourselves in spaces that we sometimes feel like we don't belong in. And most importantly, we learned the game of golf. So through that, I was talking to my mentor, and we have a couple partner schools with the Midnight Golf Program, and Delaware State was one of the partner schools. They had a session where they came in and they accepted students on site. Because of the partnership, I got accepted on site. However, I still didn't think that I was going to go. And Mr. Coffey and Miss Renee, they really were encouraging me to keep going. They seen something in me that I didn't see in myself. I kept telling them, I can't go. My mom can't pay for this. I'm not going to school. And I was just really down on myself at the time, because it was just hard. Like, I can say that I've lived a hard life, and I thought that college was not for me. But the Midnight Golf, they really pushed me. They pushed me into those spaces. They pushed me into that room. They called me. They said, hey, Azaria, this was after the program had went on. This was towards the end of the program. Everybody was posting for decision day, and I didn't know where I was going. And they said, hey, can you be Thank you. Thank you. They said, hey, can you be at Delaware State tomorrow? And I said, tomorrow? tomorrow. All I knew is I was going to school. So I said yes. I had everything packed up. My mom's car broke down the day that we was going. My mom's car has been, it broke down that day. And I called Mr. Coffee. I said, Mr. Coffee, I'm not going to make it. And he said, what? Hung up on me, and the Uber was there. The Uber was there to pick me up.
So wait. Midnight Golf hired an Uber for you to get
Yes.
to. Oh my
Yes,
God!
they had a. Actually,
Wait. How far is Delaware from where? Tell us that.
Okay, so the Uber was from my house to the airport. They had already paid for the plane ticket.
Oh, okay. So
So-
you did fly there.
Yes, I flew there for an hour, and I got off, and they paid for all of my Ubers. And when I got there, the first day, I met the vice president of the university. And from that day on, I just have been excelling and excelling and excelling. And it was because of that one moment in my life where I decided to take a chance that I'm able to come back, I'm able to tell my story, and most importantly, I'm able to continue my journey in college as a communications major. So,
Well, like I said, she brought tears to the floor tonight. Incredible story, and like you said, it was a dream for you, but now everybody has a dream. You're going to make me cry. I'm still thinking about your speech. And your dream came true, right?
yes, it did. Yes, it did.
And your mom
She's amazing. I love my mom. She's my backbone. She's the reason. And I'm just so grateful that I'm able to be that kid for her who can help her and push her, because I know as a mom, you go through a lot of things that your kids don't see. And my mom has always been real with me, and our relationship has been amazing. And everything I do is for her and my sister, because she's always been by herself. My dad was incarcerated. My stepdad battles schizophrenia. So my mom she's a one solo soldier. So
That's incredible.
yeah.
We're actually looking forward to see what happens when you graduate. Because I'm sure there'll be a fantastic story. Being a communications major, we're doing this, we're filming you, but I'm sure you kids always know more than we do that you're going to be much more successful, and it's going to be incredible. Your story's not ended yet. Another chapter.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for my next chapter.
Well, thank you so much for being with us, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. It was amazing being here. And to my Midnight Golf family, I love you guys.